Good afternoon, everybody. It is 1 o'clock or 1300 on this Friday, the 19th of October. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry about yesterday. As I was telling the Forex Lens folks this morning, it was just this last 3 months have been just like hectic over everything involving my house and like connectivity. Ugh. Thankfully, it's all almost done, and the last thing we have to do now is finish our basement, and my wife and I are going to make that our winter project. Oh, finally it's over. Almost over. Okay. No more interruptions. All right. So if you got a hold of the Telegram information on that I put out yesterday, I put out very simply to BTD, buy the dip. That is what we are looking at doing. That has worked out for us so far. We're looking at a market that is expanding, and like we've been talking for the last few weeks, we're just waiting for it to pop up. We've had noticeable movers in some pairs. Basic attention token catching a big bid. If you've noticed, actually all 5 of those cryptos are catching a big drive. Looks like Bitcoin just caught a little bit of a bump too. If we look at ZRX moving higher, driving higher, XRP not doing much, just kind of sitting there. XLM today has caught a little bit of a drive as well. Looks like it's just wanting to break up and move higher as well. NEM, not much. Walton Chain just got added to Bittrex, and where else? I forget. Waves not doing much. QTUM recovering some of its gains from yesterday, shooting up pretty nicely. PPT, Populous, trade idea we had going on the other day. Actually, we're going to go over some of those ideas here. It was underperforming, turned into a pretty good trader, and a really nice little pop there. We'll see if it can hold, though. Nano sold off a bit, but we broke back above this trend line. Hopefully that'll hold. I mean, ultimately we need to really get above this minor little angle we've got going on here. It's a fairly steep trend angle, but if we break that, we should move higher in Nano. IOTA, I think IOTA is a bit of an underperformer here. This is one that we should actually see catch a lot of activity here as we're moving forward. EOS, not moving much at all. That's an odd one to me. Excuse me. Basic attention token, we can see is moving higher. Folks, basic attention token, at least on its Bitcoin pair, we're approaching a pretty nice zone here. If I can switch it to the daily. There we go. That is an aberration. Don't need that one. Yeah, 50% levels where we got halted at. That's where we're really wanting to break above. I mean, if we want to look at a zone to cross, it's really the 4,000 value area. That's where we really want to observe prices trade and move forward. Basic attention token, of course, rumored to be the next coin added to Coinbase. Gets hit with that Coinbase effect. The other ones being Zcash, Cardano, and Stellar Lumens. Although I bet there's still a part of me that says Stellar gets added next. Just a part of me. Let's see if they do. If Coinbase does like an every 2-week announcement, like ZRX was, announced, and then maybe let's see what happens next week, every week or every 2 weeks. If they do some additions, let's watch what happens there. Cardano catching a little bit of a bid now. Trading up a little bit. It retraced some of the gains yesterday that it made the day before, but otherwise we're really experiencing that bounce effect going on. And then Ethereum traded down, but not out yet. Still on this kind of a bull flag. This linear regression channel has become moot, but we're still in this triangle here in Ethereum, and then Bitcoin. Still above this triangle. It's it's just sitting around here, folks. I mean, I don't know how much more analysis we could do on a lot of these, but that is pretty much that. This is a dip buying market that I love. I like it. And, you know, any of these moves that we get in a lot of these cryptos that are like, you know, a greater than 8% move, and then if they close the daily kind of, you know, at least halfway in the trading range that it traded, any dips below that are significant, I'm an active buyer, and I'm really excited about a lot of these moves. But right now, I think it's important to look at some cryptos that have not made their moves yet. Okay, ones that are sitting flat, they're not really doing much, where they're going to get lifted up by everything else. Okay, because as market cap rises, so does the value of these other cryptos, and people's trading bots are going to kick in and hit the ones that are breaking out. So bots are, I actually manage a algo for a private fund, and it's been active we started working on it 2 Novembers ago, and it's been running and active, and it's my trade strategy with the coder. We actually have a cool relationship, the coder and I, because both of us were nervous that the investors and the fund would try to buy one of us to make us an offer that we couldn't refuse, and because that did happen to both of us. But we've developed a really good working relationship. We're kind of like brothers from other mothers. It's crazy, but we've never met in real life, but we work together a lot, and we've made it so that the code. The system won't work without me inputting certain price parameters, and then it won't. And then the code itself won't work without his biometric key. So we have the ability to prevent either one of us from being tempted to leave, and we've really prevented them from being able to steal our system and our my method and his code. So, anyways. They're kind of upset about that, but tough. So, okay, we need to find the ones that are hanging out, not doing much, and just lagging. And I tell you what, this afternoon, I think we see a big jump in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, I think we do see a drive up in value. In addition with the rest of the market. So we got to find the things that are lagging. So let's check out IOTA. IOTA is, I mean, you don't really need to use any other forms of analysis other than this, is that IOTA is plotted down here, just sitting down here, and has not done a thing. It is underperforming the rest of the market. It is near its yearly lows right here. I mean, this is a growth value play here. You can see that there's pretty much like a basin being formed here. So IOTA, I think, is a great one to sit on. Ion, somebody asked about Ion yesterday. That's a good one too. That's just kind of sitting around not doing much. The volume though is, we'll come back to that one. Ethereum, you know, the NP, I have no idea what this is. Pundi. Zcash has caught a bit of a bid, but still Zcash, you know, if we look at Zcash and compare it to, you know, everything else out there, Zcash is still way behind everybody and everything. It's still lagging everybody else. So, you know, it's just one of those that is not really showing a lot of urge to push higher. It did catch a little bit of a drive up kind of midweek, but otherwise not a lot of movement. Bitcoin Cash is the devil, but it is certainly indicating that it could drive up some more here. Ripple. Ripple, I don't get Ripple. I get it, but I don't get it. I mean, it's a good trader. This is a bull flag, and I think buy entries above this high here, like at 75 or just right at 76 is a good stop. Digibyte. I like Digibyte. Don't like where it's sitting though. ICX. Actually looks pretty good. We'll see. BQX. Damn you, you started to move already. Walton Chain. Walton Chain underperforming. 591. Lisk. Oh, that is an underperformer. Big time. We're near those yearly lows. Hell yeah. EOS. Wow, that is a that is a crazy looking chart. You want to talk about something stuck in a range? There you go. Damn, what does the weekly look like on this? Wow. Wow. That is something. There's who knows, you could get a breakdown further, but that is a funny looking chart right there. Ethereum and then XLM. We're just watching XLM drive up higher right now on the daily. Bitcoin. Monero. Not a lot going on with Monero. Cardano. Okay, let's go back up here. I like Cardano actually. I tried to swing trade this one yesterday, but it did not work out very well. But I would be more interested in getting in Cardano at a long above yesterday. I mean, if this is the daily, let's say the daily was going to close like this, and this was, I mean, we're looking at an inside bar currently. Then I'd be looking at a long above the, I would say like above this one, but since this is a daily candlestick and we're not closed yet, I would say a high above yesterday's high, which would be 1197 or just 12. Even. Ethereum Classic. Not a huge fanatic on this one here. Let me pull up clouds. Where are we at? Okay, there's the daily 4 hour, and I want the 1 hour. There we go. Ooh, the 1 hour. That's a powerful signal right there. Okay, I mean, this is the only one that looks way different is the 4 hour right here, but that's okay. All right, so looking at basic attention token on the hourly chart. Oh, no wonder. There we go. Yeah, we're finding some support against the conversion line. Man, damn it. Entry's a little bit below there, but I think we're okay. The daily chart, where we're looking at some resistance showing up here, is right around here at 39.79. That's the top of the cloud where the lagging span is at. So that is a pretty normal. And actually, when we just drew that fib level, why didn't I like it? Cause I'll show you. It's sitting really flat with this little inside bar. And actually, sorry, that's not the right chart. There it is. This part, and I'm very familiar with Bittrex, because the bot that I was just talking about is actually, we have it running on Bittrex and a couple other exchanges, but the Bittrex is, if you don't run any stops, then I think it's fine as an entry. But otherwise, Bittrex has funky waterfall moves that happen randomly. And just looking at the structure, it's fine. I like Digibyte. I've actually been holding some Digibyte for a long time. As far as an entry, though, I'd probably wait until. I mean, if you're risk on, it's just take an entry presently. Otherwise, I'd wait for a break of the, I'm saying like a break of the weekly high of September 17th. I mean, that's a ways back, but price wise, it's not very far away. So I'd be looking at like that 412, 420. No, 412 ish. I like Digibyte though. I do. We need get some more stuff pumped. Damn it, BQX. I had this one on my list and my alerts didn't go off for it, which is really frustrating. Damn. Zcash catching it. Actually, Zcash right now is actually probably a good. Yeah, but only. Actually, yeah, right now ZEC is fine. In fact, I've got a blah blah blah. Where's my? Oh man, I got all my capital tied up there, but damn, what do I want to do? I'm doing my own little trading here. All right, what do we got? Why is that not? There we go. I should be doing this on my desktop, but oh well. Where are we going? Oh, it's fun. I moved it. Come on. Okay. Continuing on. We've got Yeah, this one's going to break out higher. This is going to scream higher. Binance is slow. That means there's a lot of stuff coming in. That's a good sign. All right. Yeah, Bitcoin could see a pretty big drive. The discount has, okay, well, the premium, okay. All right, zipping on here. XLM. Let's check you out. XLM BTC. Oh, well, that is nice looking. That's really nice looking as well. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, the 4 hour actually has a, I mean, if we close in an hour and a half, it would have to drop like all the way down to here. This is a strong technical breakout on the hourly and the 4 hour for XLM. That'll probably be one of the best ones we've seen in a while here. Yeah, that's a good one over here. We did IOTA. Did we do Nano? In the afternoon, we usually see selling pressure, but it is Friday. All right, so this break, this little information here. This. Man, we're trying to break above that, but actually we did. So on the hourly, if we could get, we need to get above 332.5. The 4 hour says we're above the hour. Shit, the 4 hour could see a breakout there. I think you can anticipate this one moving up and out of this. That's going to be a big break. Yeah, that could be a big move. See, this is literally a buy the dip environment, folks. This is great. I was so irritated I could not be here yesterday because I was so giddy about getting in some of these, and thankfully they kind of, you know, given back a little too. So we have some good opportunities. You know, barring any like major crazy move in Bitcoin, we should see some continued upward moves here. IOTA. If you want to be conservative in IOTA, I mean, we already did an entry on it, which is fine. Volume is rising in it. EOS. I don't know what the hell you want to say about EOS. Did basic attention token. Ooh, it's actually driving a little bit more. Nice. All right, let's look at OMG. OMG may have a breakout. I mean, it actually has a good long condition on the hourly because the lagging span crossed back above price, and there's really not a lot of activity in front of us. But if we want to be just kind of wait to actually get a little bit more confirmation at 00511 is what we want. That looks pretty good, actually. 511. Then Steam, not doing much at all, but when it moves, it likes to move. Well, don't like it. Now there's better ones. We know about ZRX. ZRX on the hourly cloud. That did not get follow through selling, so it's just churning higher. Neo. I think it's the devil. I believe this guy was like, I think it was like over $100 at one point, wasn't it? Yeah, it was almost $200. Oh man, I knew some people. I remember some people getting a hold of me on, well, actually, somebody got a hold of me about Neo, but it wasn't Neo. It was, I forget what it was. Damn. Some crypto. They wanted to ask me on Facebook if I thought it was a good buy at that high. So bad. All right. We're going to come back to these. I want to talk about something that you probably are aware of, but world's largest crypto exchange, Binance, looks to add new stablecoins. This was yesterday via CoinDesk. We hope to be able to list a few more stablecoins on our platform. It doesn't mean it's souring on US dollar Tether, which lost its parity with the dollar Monday and has yet to fully recover. As a whole, we believe things will even out. We continue to support the Tether. Of course, they have to. If they don't, they're screwed. Okay, they already have PAX, and they also have TrueUSD. They want, oh, I think they're going to add the Gemini dollar, and there's some other ones. It's, yeah, Binance sees as a linchpin of the crypto markets. Critical for the, yeah, because it's, but the thing is that the Tether, like, of course, they feel it's a linchpin for their trading. It is, because the Tether pairs are the most liquid pairs, except probably for the Ethereum Bitcoin pair. But I mean, Tether, oh god, there's something up with Tether, because yesterday, it was yesterday or 2 days ago. No, that's not it. Yep. Yeah, it was yesterday. So then we have this. Okay. Tether moved 610 million out of circulation. Why? Why? Why would Bitfinex and Tether move 610 million out of inflation? Like they're parking it, like they're not putting it back. They're decreasing it out of the market. Why? If something like that is inflated, what do you do? If something is totally inflated, what do? You decrease the money supply. You get rid of it. So they just took out 610 million out of the, I think what there's like over 2 billion out there right now. And so here's the issue is that, like, Binance, they have the second highest amount of Tether out there floating. Now, Binance has two stable coins right now. They have PAX and they have True USD. If they want to get rid of Tether, they can't just get rid of it just like that. Okay, they would definitely need to have some type of stable coin alternative for people to put their money into, or for the exchange to automatically, like, switch it over to. I don't know if they could do that legally, or maybe they could if they had to, but it's like it's so weird. Well, so let's say like they have 200 million Tether. I know they have more than that, but let's say Binance had 200 million Tether, and they know, they're thinking in their little boardroom, they're like, okay, we got to get rid of Tether because it's shit, and everybody's going to abandon it. But we just can't get rid of it just like that. So they have to be proactive. So they add True USD. Okay, so let's say they have 50 million worth of True USD, which I don't know how much True USD is out there. Maybe a couple 100 million, 90 million maybe, I don't know. So let's just say they have 50 million True USD. So they've got $50 million out of the $200 million Tether dollars that they have floating around there. So they need to get some more. So what do they need to do? They need to find 150 million more. Well, let's get 50 million of GUSD, that's Gemini coin. Let's get 50 million of PAX, and let's get 50 million of USDC. That's Circle's dollar stable coin. Okay, so there's 200 million in dollar to dollar regulated stable coins, and then we can drop Tether. Okay, then you don't need Tether anymore. Because, again, the issue with Tether is not only is it just monopoly money, number two, you don't have a right to a dollar with Tether, okay? Like, you don't have a right to it. That dollar is nothing. Tether can go to nothing, and you get nothing. No matter what happens in the crypto market, that dollar-pegged stablecoin, you are entitled to a dollar for a coin. Okay? That is just how that works. I think TrueUSD, though, you have to have like 10 grand in order to claim, but they will work with people who have smaller. I mean, they're going to have to. They're going to have to. Okay. Moving on, continuing on here, taking a peek at what's happening here. So Bitcoin, what do we have happening? On the hourly, daily. All right, so we're at 63.93, struggling to get and stay above 6,400. We are about as flat can be. We have all since the 15th, since Monday. Actually, this is all the way. Is that from Monday? Because this happened on. I thought this happened on Sunday. Oh well. So looking at this big pump up. Oh yeah, it happened overnight. And we've spent all week trading between. I mean, with the exception of this drive here, we've traded in between really value areas of 64.81 and 63.57. Like a $200 trade range we've been in. The Bollinger Bands on this are just crazy. There's your daily Bollinger. You had a push down below, but we've really failed to close below. Instead, we just kind of move back up. We're still below the 20-day trend line, but this is all the signs of a false move down before we get that reactive buy back up. On the weekly, it's in a squeeze already. And we have a very noticeable squeeze happening on the composite index and the RSI. I mean, this is flat as flat can be. This could go flatter, it really could, but this is pretty damn flat. If you remember a couple of weeks ago talking about this, the last time we were trading in this tight of a range. We have to go back to, actually we have to probably pull up Kraken's. Bitstamp actually has the furthest back data for here. More recently, 2015 was when we had that nice week-long squeeze, and then 2017 was the other, where we had this tight squeeze going on, except that was rising in value. So really, this is what we have going on here. People have written some articles. We've talked about this, where the price action that Bitcoin is going through right now is very, very similar to what happened back in 2014 with the Mt. Gox issue, where we have a big blow up followed by the drive down, and then just a constricting of price action. Pretty normal. And not seeing a lot of change in that. We're still above this. I mean, we're the bottom of the trend line here is at 6,000. And really, we could extend over to October 27th and still be inside trading within that triangle. But we're trading above it. We have been all week. And we'll see if there's any responsive pressure to trade it back up. But, you know, looking at the hourly here, oops. You know, we are seeing some probable bullish momentum come into the late afternoon here. We have this bullish, this ranging channel. This will probably be the common thing we'll see again, is these really fast hour or two pumps, followed by a sell-off, followed by consolidation, followed by another pump. So I mean, for a trading environment, this is pretty easy, where, you know, you put in your entries during this range, and then put your profit target. Connie Brown did this. Actually, I need a cleaner chart. We went over this exercise before. How you can determine, or how you can forecast a future price range. There's a fantastic book by Constance Brown. You should all read it. If you like Fibonacci's, it'll blow your mind. And you will realize how wrong you've been about Fibonacci's your whole trading. Yeah, I'm not like selling an affiliate link or anything here. This is just the book. Fibonacci analysis, Bloomberg Financial. I don't know why it has low stars. Probably because it wasn't. I mean, it's for people who are professionals in the field. So if you're expecting a really quick, easy read, you know, you're gonna be disappointed. There's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on in this book. It's fascinating, but I don't know why are the reviews poor? What's up with like the 1 star? A chore to read. Meh. Maybe it was me, Miss Brown. Big disappointment. That takes a subject, makes it way more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, that yeah, clearly doesn't pretentious. I found this pretty extremely difficult to follow. It's not poorly organized and it's not poorly written. You just, you know, you have to have a brain. Technical writing course. What, the author needs to take a technical writing course? Oh my God, she's written technical analysis. Yeah, this is not for beginners at all. Yeah, but it's probably the best Fibonacci book I've ever read. It is the best Fibonacci book I've ever read. It'll blow your mind. So, yeah, but anyways, she talks about how to forecast prices and ranges, and you can do that. really, well, for instance, probably a good example of one would be if you're taking, you would just draw literally a box. Where the hell are they? Around a previous trading range. And then you would copy it. And then you would do a fib level of that box itself. It'd be hard if you have the magnet on. And you can determine where retracements will happen before they happen. Came down, found support. It's a pretty interesting. Bitcoin's hard to do it on though. I'll say that right away because the ranges get tighter and tighter. But if we were to do something like this, from here down to here, and then bring that down. And I'm just roughly doing this, folks. Yeah, that wouldn't work out at all, would it? Hard to do it in Bitcoin. God, because it's just got so many crazy major swings. But anyways, won't bore you with that. Looking forward here in the weekend and looking out to see what we could see happen. Really don't expect a whole lot of change in the status quo. Do look for a breakout higher. Looking at this current Bitcoin chart, this is the Bitfinex one. Descending channel. Yeah, a lot of the altcoins are picking up bids, so I wouldn't be too concerned about Bitcoin losing some value here. Watch for Ethereum to catch a bid. So if it can hold 200 and hold it for a little while, it'll be a pretty nice move higher. Otherwise, yeah, just watch out for these markets. And again, something like Sunday night, early Monday morning, that big drive up. 7 days later, same thing can happen for a similar reason or a non-related reason. We are in Gann's day counts from the, I think we're at 300 days, 300 and some days. Yeah, 300 days from the all-time high was when we had the big pump up. Okay, and I don't have my cycles here, but this should be cool. 315 days is the real day I'm looking at. 315 days, 315 degrees. That'll be interesting. Exciting stuff. All right. Sorry I was not here yesterday, folks, but shit happens. And hope you guys have a good weekend. Hope you've had a good week. And I will see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.